In the Rocky Mountains, we have more than enough gorgeous vistas to enjoy. From the majestic peaks of the Gore Range to the glistening creeks on the valley floor, beauty surrounds us. But this beauty isn't confined to the outdoors. The valley is home to several galleries which house magnificent pieces of work by talented artists from near and far. Hi, I'm Tricia Swenson. In the next half hour, we'll introduce you to the places and the people who will expand your horizons beyond our scenic vistas. Let's go on a gallery stroll. No matter what the weather's like outside, the colorful works at Peace Art Gallery will brighten your day. Come on, let's learn more about glass art. Hi, Ava.
Hello. Welcome.
Good to see you.
Very nice to see you.
Ava was the director of the Pismo Fine Art Glass Gallery for many years, 13 years.
Exactly.
But now Peace Art Gallery is your own. This is in your blood, glass art.
That exactly is right. I grew up in a glass making family, and glass is really one of the most interesting medium to me, and I love it, and I just want to show you around a little bit.
Well, let's take a look. Just a few examples right
Exactly.
here.
And if you think in glass is just sand, fire, and human breath. That's how you create glass. And imagine all these pieces, very different looking, very different shapes, and very different technique making the particular piece. So this, for example, has 35 sheets of glass, and artist paints on each individual pane and just creates this wonderful object, which looks like it's one solid object, but it's just, constructed piece. So the other example of different technique, which is fusing, would be this piece. And it is 9,000 strands of glass fused together. And these intricate colors come from just really adding different metallic oxides in glass. Different metallic oxides will give you the green, different will give you the red. And on a different technique, this is typical blown glass with using old Italian technique called Murini. So the artists have to create those tiny little glass beads with this little detail work, and then pick it up and blows it into this wonderful, wonderful shape.
And mosaic, that's one of the purest forms of a glass art, right?
That's right. Mosaic, for example, we have it right here. Those are 3 millimeter diameter glass dots the artist puts on the glass sheet, and it is a wonderful example. As you said, it's a very ancient technique, one of the first technique where we recognize glass as an art form.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the rest of the gallery.
Okay, let's do it.
Ava, there's so much color that can be found with glass art in your gallery, but there's also beauty with an absence of color.
This is such a perfect fit for our environment here, trees and a very mute coloring, and see how much drama you can achieve. And then if we look in a little further, this is representation of the most technical what you can find in glass, because this gentleman, his name is Richard Royal, is the master of glass blowing in the United States. He was there at the beginning of everything happening, and look at the wonderful color and the technique, and I am so glad actually I could represent his work here.
And you're starting to carry some other mediums.
I did bring an artist from Colorado, and she works in clay. These are also bronze castings. And besides this, I also focus on the two-dimensional work, and I do have some great paintings by Polish artist Adam Wator. And talking about Polish art, we do have this extravaganza. It is a very whimsical combination of bronze and ceramics, and they are just wonderful pieces which will put a smile on your face, will give you a good day start.
Well, and that's the thing about glass art. It is so whimsical and so fun to look at, and there's so many different subject matters. And even just gift items, whether it's an ornament or the jewelry, this really is wearable art.
Yes, and it is, look at this piece, it's very sculptural, but of course it would look so good with your evening dress because it makes such a classy, great statement.
Yeah, it's a real statement piece. Well, Ava, it's been so fun to see the gallery and learn about the glass art and the techniques.
You know, we are so passionate about glass and we would love to talk everybody about it, so please visit and we'll tell you all about this magic medium.
At 12.5 feet tall, this 7,000-pound tribute to the men who trained at nearby Camp Hale and served in the 10th Mountain Division of the U.S. Army during World War II is the most photographed piece of art in Vail. Many of the members of the 10th Mountain Division went on to create the outdoor industry as we know it today.